Yo, Naomi! It's been a crazy long time, huh?
Could it be... Is that the world's biggest love fool? How's it going? Is your head still off way up in the clouds?
Huh?
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean anything by that. Forget I said anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's me, Henry.
Oh yeah, I remember. The dirtbag I divorced for cheating on me with my old classmate.
Why do you have to say it like that? It's been over 5 years now. Sheesh, woman. Give me a break, would ya?
You're right. It's been over 5 years, so why are you messaging me? You here to beg for money?
Why would I do something like that?
I suspect you probably ended up in a mountain of debt after everything that went down.
Yeah, and why was that? Because of all the compensation I had to pay to you during the divorce. I kept up diligently with my loan repayments, though, never missing a single one. Now my credit score's clean and I'm finally out of the red.
You might be out of the red, but that doesn't mean you're in the green. You probably don't have any savings, right? In any case, I don't have a single cent to lend you, and I never will. Bye!
That's not it! Wait! You're wrong anyway. I do have savings. Maybe not much, but I do. What matters is that even in spite of that, I'm happy.
That's a surprise. But it does confirm my theory that you're a moron with his head in the clouds. After all, who could marry a girl like Rita and still be happy?
What's this thing you keep saying about my head being in the clouds? I don't get what you mean. Is it supposed to be a joke?
If you don't understand at this point, I think it's probably for the best we keep it that way.
I'm obviously gonna be curious.
If you really want to know, I suggest you go and investigate yourself.
What the hell is with you, Naomi? I went out of my way to contact you after we didn't speak for 5 years, and this is how you act?
Oh no, are you just the world's biggest victim? Have you heard yourself? Went out of my way? You deserve sainthood. I thought I was making it crystal clear how much you're annoying me by how blunt I'm being with you. I was obviously wrong and you're dimmer than I thought.
Come on, at least listen to what I've got to say. I saw you in front of the station.
When? Yesterday around noon. Oh yeah, that might have been me. I think was around the station at the time, actually.
I knew it! What's going on? Did you come back?
Come back? What do you mean?
I heard that you got remarried, but I guess it fell apart, and you had to move back in with your parents, huh? Tragic.
Excuse me?
Imagine being a woman with 2 divorces under her belt. That's gotta be seriously rough. I, on the other hand, am happier than I've ever been.
Wow, good for you.
Listen to this. You're never gonna believe it. I'm a dad to twins now. They were born half a year ago.
Wow, amazing! I can barely contain my excitement!
Hey, stop being so sarcastic, damn it! You could at least congratulate me.
Congrats. Is Rita the mom?
Of course she is. She and I tied the knot as soon as I finished paying off my debts. And just after that, we found out she was pregnant. Everything lined up for us perfectly. My life is now nothing but a series of joyous events. One thing's for sure, it makes up for all the crap you put me through in the past. I've got a feeling there's nothing but happiness waiting for me from here on out. Sometimes it feels too good to be true, and I wonder if I'm gonna wake up at any moment. I think I used up all my suffering for this life during my relationship with you.
All of your suffering, huh? If only life were that simple, Henry. I hate to tell you this, but I've got a feeling it isn't. Especially after what you did. Can you really call happiness obtained by treading all over other people true happiness?
Regardless of whatever jealous, bitter remarks you might make, Rita and I are genuinely happy together. Our lives are like a fairy tale. A part of me did feel bad for you about what happened with us, but this is simply the reality of things now, Naomi. And you're gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I'm super happy.
Okay, I came to terms with it. Are we done?
You think you're so clever. I understand how hard this must be for you considering what a disaster your life is now.
Huh? My life's a disaster? Interesting. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
Come on, Naomi, I get you're embarrassed, but there's no point in playing dumb.
About what?
You might be able to make it somehow if you were only a one-time divorcee. However, being a two-time divorcee? As a woman? From a man's point of view, you're basically damaged goods. Sorry, babe, but things aren't looking good for you.
A two-time divorcee? Would you mind telling me who the hell you're talking about?
Drop the act. It's just sad now. I'm obviously talking about you. I'm pretty sure you understand from the flow of the conversation. You're just ashamed and don't want to admit it.
I only ever divorced once.
But you said it happened again earlier on.
I most definitely did not.
What?
Why don't you try reading through the chat again? You just assumed I got divorced again because you saw me in front of the station and somehow made an astounding logical leap that it somehow meant I moved back in with my mom and dad.
Huh? But wait. So you're saying you didn't divorce the guy you married after me?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Huh? Well, what the hell are you doing back here then? When a woman of your age goes back to her parents' place, it usually only means one thing.
Does the concept of visiting not exist in your mind?
Huh? Visiting?
I got invited to the wedding of a friend who lives in the same neighborhood as my parents. I lived with my husband on the other side of the state now, so I'm staying with my parents while I come back for my friend's wedding. Oh, and by the way, the wedding was the Saturday the day before yesterday, and guess who I saw there? Rita.
Huh? The day before yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday? Sunday? She told me the wedding was yesterday!
Huh?
Plus, it wasn't around here. She said it was a couple of hours away on the train. She left first thing on Saturday. The ceremony itself was yesterday. That's what she told me. She's supposed to be coming home tomorrow. That's why she left the kids with my mom and dad.
None of what you just said makes any sense. The wedding ceremony and banquets were both held at the reception hall of a hotel near the S station, which isn't that far from here, and definitely not a few hours away. If you live around here, it should be possible to arrive and make it back on the same day. Why would she need 4 days?
Huh? What the? Wait, what the hell is going on?
Maybe it's just best I tell you.
What? Tell me what? Do you know something I don't?
Let me make this clear that this isn't something I'm directly involved in, nor something I directly saw myself. It's nothing to do with me, and I don't want it to be, okay?
Just tell me! You can't say you know something then hold off like that! Did you see something?
One of my friends who got invited to the wedding said she saw Rita and Chad in the backyard of the hotel. Apparently they were getting quite familiar with one another.
What? Chad? Wait, that's...
That's right, Rita's ex-boyfriend. My friend, the one who saw them, knows about everything that happened back then when Rita was stealing you from me. She said she couldn't keep quiet about it and told me everything. What a pair those two are. I mean, can you believe it? I wonder if it happened in the heat of the moment when they were reunited by chance at the wedding. Or have they in fact been at all like rabbits behind your back the whole time? Actually, me and my friend already had this discussion. We didn't have enough information at the time, but now I know she lied to you. Her husband, about the day and venue of the wedding. I can only conclude one thing.
Wait. Stop it! Just stop it right now! Don't go making up hurtful lies just because you're jealous of mine and Rita's happiness!
Don't flatter yourself, sweetie. Whether you're happy or not makes no difference to me. Anyway, I told you everything I have to say. I suggest you go off and think about it on your own now.
Naomi? It's me, Henry. Can I speak to you about something?
What?
Rita and I got a divorce.
Oh my.
You were right. She was cheating on me with Chad. Apparently the reason she was away for a whole 4 days was because they used the coincidence they both got invited to the wedding as an opportunity to go on holiday together afterwards.
Oh well, that explains it then.
That's not all. On top of that, the kids.
The kids? What about them?
They're not mine.
Wow.
How the hell could this happen to me? I thought we were the happiest family alive. I thought I had it all.
I hate to say I told you so, but I did ask you whether happiness obtained by treading all over people could really be called true happiness.
Oh my god.
You might not even have known since you've only lived around here since graduating college and finding a job, but she's always been notorious for being a cheating homewrecker of the highest order.
What?
Particularly with Chad, who's known for being just as much of a rat. They break up, get back together again, always breaking other people's hearts in the process, of course. It's like an endless loop.
I didn't know anything about that.
I'm guessing they knew and took advantage of your ignorance on purpose.
Seriously?
Rita's also known for being super shallow and going for guys based solely on their looks. Even if the rest of you is rotten, you are at least handsome, which is probably why she set her sights on you. Oh yeah, on that note, do you know who the real dad of your twins is?
Well, I'm guessing it's Chad.
I guess he's the most likely candidate. Anyway, I assume you're gonna be super busy from now on, what with things like compensation claims to think about. Good luck!
About that.
What?
Just as I was getting ready to call a lawyer and file my claim, the two of them fled abroad. I have no idea where they are now.
Wow, seriously?
Not just that, but they left the kids with me.
Wow, those two are something else. Just when you think they can't get any more brazen.
What am I supposed to do now? I'm stuck here looking after two screaming, vomiting brats that aren't even mine. I feel totally lost. I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
Did you try contacting Rita or Chad's parents? They're the kids' grandparents after all.
They refuse to have anything to do with us.
Oh, I see. I heard the parents on both sides cut all ties with them after their proclivity for cheating and homewrecking brought home so much trouble.
Aha! That's it! Naomi, I've got the perfect idea. How about you raise these twins with me?
That's the perfect idea, is it? Jeez, I'd hate to hear a bad one. What the hell?
Please! You're the only person I can turn to!
Why the hell would I raise two kids that have absolutely nothing to do with me?
Well, why should I? We're in the same boat here.
We are most definitely not in the same boat. Yours is full of holes and you're stranded out at sea. I most definitely will not be getting in there with you.
Just think! Think how happy we could be if we struggle and grow together under the same harsh circumstances. Be mine again, Naomi. Let's walk through this life together hand in hand.
No thanks. The only place you're walking to right now is towards a cliff edge. Why would I throw away my own happiness to join you as you plunge into despair?
Throw away your happiness?
Yes, my happiness. I'm happy with my husband and I have no intention of jeopardizing that.
Well, where does that leave me then?
Not my problem. Talk to your parents or something.
My parents won't speak to me anymore after what just happened with Rita. They said they're at their wits' end and want nothing more to do with me. Ever!
What a shame.
Please, I'm begging you!
Oh, you are? Not my problem. Bye.
Naomi!
How to put this? While I do feel a sliver of pity for the sheer patheticness of the situation Henry is in, ultimately, he brought it all on himself, so there's definitely no sympathy. His messages got so frequent that they bordered on harassment, so I had no choice but to block him in the end. A few days later, my ex-husband had the nerve to show up at my parents' with his cheating ex-wife's kids. I have no idea what his aim was, but he was yelling at the top of his voice. Me and Naomi are back together, and we decided to raise the children together. He was so loud that even the neighbors could hear him. Apparently half the neighborhood was peeping out in the window as he banged on the door in a panicked frenzy. I'd already explained everything to my parents beforehand, so they understood what was going on immediately, and my dad called the police without hesitation. Word of Henry's walk of shame and handcuffs into the back of a police car soon spread around this whole workplace. After he was seen by a passing coworker, and he was fired, his reputation in tatters. Eventually, the twins were taken into a care of Henry's estranged parents, who had the common sense to realize that nothing good could come of their son raising children. I'm inclined to think they made the right decision. Can you imagine how they'd have turned out with a moron like him for a dad?